Well, it got more interesting, certainly, and we're going to cover it here. Now, I have not listened to all of this. I was live playing Mario Kart on the main Geeks and Gamers channel, and I started getting messages. People started to tell me, dude, Tim lost it on his audience, and I couldn't. I was like, I can't wait to see this. So I've seen a little bit of this. There's a couple of clips on Twitter, and I've heard some of the sound bites. So we're going to try to listen from this point forward, which is where I think that it all begins. And this is bad. Right now, this video is sitting at 14,000 upvotes to 12,000 downvotes, which he is going to address that here in just a minute, because it was kind of funny what he's trying to do with the upvotes and downvotes. The problem is that you have created this mess. You, Tim Pool, have created this entire mess, and you tried to blame your audience for it. And this will be a big time problem for him moving forward. Let's listen and react.
Let's, what do we got here? We'll try and get some good ones. Steven says, John, I'm friends with Rhonda Drake, stepdaughter of Sonny Curtis. She has a venue in Franklin, North Carolina named after Sonny. If show up some Friday night. If show up some Friday. I'm not sure what he was trying to say. Maybe.
If you want to show up.
Oh, if you want to show up some Friday night. Maybe. Typo.
Very cool.
Well, there you go.
Sonny Curtis, a legend.
All right. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Looks like we got some lot of drama comments. Let's start reading them. Jimbo says, so many came here to spread hate, not realizing their views and commentary help boost the algorithm for old Timmy boy. You don't like it, watch something else. Otherwise, you're clowning yourselves. Well, I appreciate the super chat and appreciate it. And then I put up a poll and I said, smash the like button if you don't trust Eliza Bleu. And 89% said, I will like because I don't trust her. That means everybody who smashed the thumbs down trusts Eliza Bleu. All right.
See, you're trying to be funny and you're trying to be cute, but the point is that you have not addressed this yet. And now you're trying to be memey and funny, and it doesn't work at all.
Well, that was an interesting, it's 13,000 votes. It's interesting to see that so many people came here to support her by giving us a thumbs down. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. A lot of people do support her. Scroats McGoat says, last night as a member, if Tim doesn't disavow Eliza tonight, get the out, Scroats McGoat. You can cancel right now and see you later. You will never wave money in my face and make me disavow anybody, especially someone I care so little about, Eliza Bleu. She's been on the show 2 times. If you're going to cancel because I won't do what you say, you shouldn't have been here in the first place. Bye-bye. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out.
Oh, that was so cringe. That was so unbelievably cringe. Now, again, I don't think that Tim... Again, I've talked about this multiple times in my videos where I said he's not responsible for her actions or anyone's actions that's been on his show. But there's clearly an interest for him to address it. That's all he needed to do, was address it. All he needed to do was acknowledge that it was happening and that many people have been affected by it. That's all he had to do. But because he didn't do that, it's created this tidal wave, and now he's breaking. He's breaking at the pressure that he created. So no, he doesn't have to disavow Eliza Bleu or any other guest that's been on his show. That is unrealistic. That is not what he needed to do. All he needed to do was acknowledge the problem that a lot of people were dealing with.
All right, what else do we got? DJ Zeno says, unsubbed on members only after over a year. Here's $5 FU for, I'm pretty bummed. Thought you stood against censorship. Hope you change. See you later, buddy. Look, sad to see you go, but I will never cater to a mob. And that's it. End of story. Eliza Bleu is not important. She's not important to me. She's not a member of Congress. She doesn't enact policy. She is a low-tier internet personality that for some reason people are desperately obsessed with. And I literally don't care.
Then why was she on your show? If you don't care about her because she's not a member of Congress or she's not a politician, then why was she on your show multiple times? And then why did you send your reporter out to cover a multi-part story surrounding her if you literally don't care? That makes no sense. That type of answer would be if she's never been on your show and she's never appeared anywhere on your format, then yes, that answer works. You can't sit there and say, I literally don't care. You're the one that had her on your show in front of 50,000 people so she could spread her nonsense and her bullshit. All people are looking for is for you to acknowledge that this is a problem.
So have a nice day.
I got to say this. If someone got banned off Twitter or any platform for a reason other than violating the terms of service, that's a big deal and should be taken up and will be if it happened with the Twitter administration.
It did happen. It did happen. And as I said previous videos ago, if Tim would have addressed this and then simply said, hey, from what we understand, many creators have been affected, and it seems that this Eliza Bleu or someone representing her could be behind it. If you guys have more information on that you would like to send us so we could take a look at it, we can address it, and maybe we can reach out to some people that we're in contact with and find out what's going on. That would have been it. But you took an elitist mainstream stance on it. That's the problem.
Or the administration of the social network, but the personal stuff it's like, no offense, TMZ garbage. It's like National Enquirer. I mean, if you like it, oh God. But there's a lot we can build.
Questioning you.
I don't care if people care about this stuff. They're allowed to. But like the idea that people are going to come here and threaten, like, I will cancel my membership because you're not talking about someone no one ever heard of. It's like, dude, I get that you know who she is. But you know what's funny about Jack Murphy and Eliza Bleu is that here's what happens. People ask questions about these personalities. And I know most people listening are like, I have no idea who these people are. And that's exactly it. We had about 40,000 peak concurrent viewers. We get, 300 to 500,000 video viewers plus 100,000 on the podcast. And then about 1 million across the clips. And the people who watch have no idea what the people in the chat are talking about when it comes to Eliza Bleu or Jack Murphy. In fact, John, do you know who Eliza Bleu is?
The only reason I knew is because I saw you guys talking about it one time.
One time we mentioned
I
in the
never learned about her organically. No.
So what I think is going on, to be completely honest, is that the people who are claiming they hate her are actually probably a paid reputational firm to promote her. So that's why I brought this up last week. There are companies you can hire that will spam the internet to generate buzz and attention for you. There's no such thing as bad press. Mm-hmm. So when I see people like flooding our comments and saying things that aren't true, like I'm canceling my membership,
he can't be fucking serious right now. He can't be serious. Holy shit. This dude is so far disconnected from reality right now. Holy fuck.
I can see who's canceling the memberships. Like I own the website. And this past week, we have gained slightly more members than we normally gain. And it's probably because the guests we had on last week or whatever, and whatever. Jack Posobiec, maybe, he's a great personality. And so we gain several hundred per week, and we gain a little bit more than that on average. With people coming in claiming that they're canceling their memberships, maybe they are, but we're gaining more than they're being canceled. I think that many of these people, I think two things are happening. One, a lot of it's inorganic promotion of Eliza Bleu. A ton of content flooding the internet, bringing up a personality no one's ever heard of, makes her instantly famous to even the likes of, 9-time Grammy nominee John Rich, who's now.
You had her on your show a month ago. You literally just sent your reporter out to cover a story on her, but you're claiming she's someone no one's ever heard of. Then why the fuck is she on your show? Oh my God.
I heard of her. Mm-hmm. That's the point. They want us to talk about her because they're being paid to generate controversy. They either want to. That's why it doesn't matter if we say anything good or bad.
Yeah.
If we say, look, we're doing the story, Shane Cashman's. Nope, it's bad. Mm-hmm. We say, okay, we're not going to talk. Oh, nope, now it's bad. I think it's a PR campaign. In order, I think people are being paid to promote her.
Yeah, keeps you in the cycle, basically.
That's right. She's never been more famous because of this.
Exactly.
And so I'll be completely honest with the Shane Cashman story. I told Shane Cashman I didn't want him to do the story because he went from profiling Ye to Carrie Lake and now to a low mid-tier internet personality over that I just think he was supposed to be interviewing Andrew Tate. We reached out to Tate. As Shane mentioned, this may kill the story, and Tate said yes, and so we were like, this is great. Shane writes tremendous work. I said I don't think he should do it because clearly they're trying to promote Eliza Bleu. That's what this whole thing is about. She's never been more famous.
Yeah.
And I think it's beneath him. But he said, look, man, I really, really want to dig in and do the story. It's 80,000 words, is massive. And I'm like, look, man, you do your thing. I'm not going to tell you what you can or can't write. I trust you. At TimCast, we don't tell people they have to say something. They can't say things. Someone wants to post offensive memes on social media. I'm not going to fire them over it. Shane comes to me and says, "Is this story I got to tell?" I say, "You do your thing." But I'm telling everybody who's who's listening and doesn't know who this is, I will just explain. Right now, there's a massive campaign from high-profile personalities to promote and make Eliza Bleu famous. She has stated she wants to be famous, even to Shane Cashman, and so they're coming and spamming us with comments to force us to talk about her like we are right now, to make her more famous.
Yep.
It's working, and I was like, let's not go anywhere near this, because someone's getting paid. It's a PR stunt, and it's working.
Yep.
There you go, guys. I've addressed it. Have a nice day. And
This dude is mentally breaking down right before our very eyes. I'm actually wondering if someone should reach out to him and see the hell's going on with him. Holy crap. I can't believe how detached from reality he is, and how embarrassing it is that he's sitting there with someone like John Rich. John Rich is a fucking rock star. This is embarrassing that John Rich is having to sit here and just listen to this internet bullshit because you don't want to address it until it gets to the point where you can't ignore it anymore. My goodness.
And then all of these other people who I know, like, who have been members of this channel, are saying, like, why won't you get on board? Bro, you are walking right into a PR game. I talked about how they do this. They're called reputation management firms. You go to them and you say, how much money to make me a star? And they'll say, we're going to do a two-front thing. We're going to say you're fighting a good fight, but you got controversy. That way we get you on both fronts. People will defend you. People will oppose you. And this will result in high-profile outlets. The Daily Beast will write about you. You're going to get a bunch of, grifter channels are going to start talking about you, drama channels, big YouTubers. We will make you famous, and it'll cost you $100,000. And there you go. Congratulations, everybody. You did exactly what the money paid for, and here we are addressing it just for you. Hope the money was worth it. All right, let's read more. All right, Tom Pant says, think about why Dave Mustaine no longer has the satanic imagery or plays certain songs.
This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Like, it's reached the point where it's hard to even roast it because it's so pathetic and embarrassing. This is insanity. Holy crap. Does this go on for another 20 minutes?
Comment actually makes a lot of sense.
Marilyn Manson, I wonder if he was satanic too. Do you know Marilyn?
I don't know. Don't know him. But
By the way, it's a funny thing. There's two things that I think are really funny right now. It's my guy and the boys. Saying
Yeah,
the
the
boys.
boys.
The
That's
boys.
It's all Chicago.
Yeah, Tim, my guy, the same folks who cry and spam nonstop over Twitter will never get off their butts to knock doors or harvest ballots. A real-life mission for the betterment of all of us. Cry more, Jeremy. Raymond, the reason why they don't is because it's inorganic. It's a PR stunt where you hire a firm to generate controversy. Some people are either paid, I don't know, or join in because it looks like it's generating traffic. But the goal is people who want to be famous, and we know there are people who have admitted that they're trying to be famous, will go to a reputation management firm and say, here's 50 grand to make me famous. And they will then spam YouTube, spam comments. And their goal is to get YouTubers to see a wave of comments saying, please talk about this. Then they go, okay, I will. They will then do this. There's a very clever thing. Ryan Holiday did this. He bought a billboard for Tucker Max and then vandalized it himself. Then he called a radio station and said, what's this billboard that just got vandalized? Mm-hmm. So then it became a controversy manufactured. So you want to know why I think these people got censored on Twitter? I think it's possible, and I'll just keep it vague. It is a PR stunt targeting people who talk about free speech with censorship to trick them into promoting an individual trying to be famous. And they all walked right into it. It is.
What? We have it. The evidence is there. This started because Brittany Venti posted a publicly available screenshot of a music video asking Eliza Bleu politely, hey, this doesn't seem kind of consistent with you. What's going on here? Eliza didn't have DMs open, so Brittany couldn't send her a DM. Then suddenly Brittany gets locked out of her Twitter account. Brittany had nearly 100,000 followers. Then the quartering says, I'm friends with Brittany. That's bullshit. I'm going to see what's going on. He posted. He gets banned. At that point, it becomes a bigger problem. Then more people start getting involved, like Yellow Flash and Camelot, and that Star Wars girl. It just started to spiral from that. It's a censorship issue. And it's being created by someone that seemingly is abusing the system with her connections to Elon Musk and other people at Twitter. And it's just gotten bigger and bigger. And coincidentally, she was on Tim Pool's show 1 month ago in front of 40, 50,000 people. And she was spreading lies and nonsense, and his chat destroyed her over it. I watched that episode. And so people were wanting Tim to address it, much like he didn't address the Jack Murphy thing. They thought it was interesting. Tim just platformed this person, and this person was spewing all this nonsense. Now we have a major censorship story that's happening, and Tim doesn't even want to talk about it. Then you said you had a reporter that you were going to cover it. And then you said the quartering was scheduled to be on your show and you were going to talk about it with the quartering, but the quartering flaked out. But that was very disingenuous from you because that is not why the quartering was supposed to come on, even though it would have worked out perfectly with the timing. That's not why you scheduled him. So in no way did you have to cancel the topic because the guest that was supposed to be on didn't make it. You didn't bring him on to cover that story. That story was breaking, and you are a site and a YouTube channel that covers relevant current news on the daily basis. And you're trying to pull this PR firm stuff? Are you kidding me right now? My goodness. This is insanity.
PR stunt 101.
It also makes me think there are situations where a creator would pay a firm to do it 50 grand or whatever. But then there's also the impact investment that there could be companies that try and find people on the internet, like content creators that are like, we're going to make this one famous because they are talking about a thing we need to be talked about right now.
Dude, it's literally astroturfing. It's like the definition of what's happening.
It's clever.
Yeah,
You spam someone's comments saying, talk about this person. Once they do, you then use your multiple accounts to flag them, triggering an algorithmic censorship campaign. You then use the bots to spam a conspiracy theory. You then start, I mean, look, I think somebody paid to make Eliza Bleu famous, and the people who are commenting are trying to make her famous. Yeah. Like, one of the first things John said to me was like, you know, what's you asked me about Eliza Bleu, and then I was like, oh, you know her, and you're like, oh no, I just heard from this.
Right.
And
I'd never heard of her, and I went, I don't know who that is, but I saw you were talking about her, and I went, and I saw there was some debate going on. I thought, well, I should probably know what's going on with this. I'm getting ready to see Tim and everybody, so I dug in on it a little bit, and it was back and forth like a ping pong match. And I went,
that's exactly it right there.
So then I went and bought her T-shirt, ball cap. And I will be at the Eliza Bleu concert whenever that happens.
The idea is
I want to open for you.
But this is a good
Eliza Bleu, save a horse, ride a cowboy.
But this is a good one. Yeah, this is a good point you made, is that you couldn't make heads or tails of it.
No, it was really confusing.
That's the point of a PR stunt. They don't want to create a negative perception. They want to create name recognition. So for a lot of people, it's a negative name recognition for Eliza Bleu now. It's a negative response. For you, who is trying to like, what is this? I don't know, but you heard of her, and that's all that matters. It's like that line from Pirates of the Caribbean when the guy says, you are the worst pirate I've ever heard of. And he goes, but you have heard of me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. And so people are like, why won't Tim talk about it? Because you know what, man? I caved. The PR firm guys are sitting in their room in West Hollywood laughing their asses off saying, we got it. It normally costs, you know, how many tens of thousands of dollars or how many thousands of dollars to get a promotional push on TimCast. He just came out and talked about it for 10 minutes for us. Congratulations, guys. You work for a PR firm. You've made her more famous than she's ever been.
Yeah,
more famous than she's ever been. There you go. But the reality is most of the people spamming us, they're not real people. Like, a lot of people are. A lot of people are not. So you get one guy makes 10 accounts, you get 5 guys, you get 50 accounts. They post comments, they accuse you, they create a perception. Then they start sending those comments to journalists saying, please write about this.
Yeah, I think a lot of people maybe got kind of drawn up in the drama and the motions of it. But really, like if Brittany Venti got banned for not violating terms of service, that's the story. If she violated terms of service, then it was a righteous ban.
I think the real story is that she likely got banned as part of a campaign where someone trying to become famous hires a company who then spams someone's comments with fake accounts to get them to talk about it, then immediately uses accounts to do mass flagging, which results in an algorithmic censorship, meaning no one at Twitter actually looked and saw it. When Twitter receives a certain amount of flags in a certain amount of time, so does YouTube and Facebook, they instantly take it down because of things like gore, live streamed murder, and things like that. Then the streamer then comes out and screams, oh, I've been censored, because they have been. And that generates the story, which makes the person famous. So it's just too obvious. I'm not going to be involved in that stuff. That's the extent that I'm willing to be involved in it. And to anybody who has no idea who these people are, I thought it was worth talking about so you can understand how these PR reputation management firms work, how they generate images of individuals for the sake of making them famous. And it's funny because everyone's like, Eliza Bleu just wants to be famous. Congratulations.
You just made her famous.
If it's
you made
true,
her more famous than anyone's
Eliza,
ever.
If that is true, Eliza, you got to remember, why do you want to be famous? Do what you want. The fame is a byproduct.
She literally says it to Shane Cashman. That's what she's doing.
I've been there. I know what it's like to want it, but why do you want it? Because the people that follow you will follow you because of the why. And if you have grifters following you, it's not going to be a good life.
Let's read this one from Kwan Shin. Singaporean here. Stop saying the police will come after you for not flushing like you did in your member section. That's not even remotely a real thing. Ask Serge. Love your shows, even though there are some things I disagree with. Appreciate it. What do you say?
I've never heard that before, about the flushing a toilet thing. No, but it is. Yeah, he's right. It's meant to be there. Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. I mean,
Touch it.
what hope does the world have if you don't raise kids that have kids? You will never be. They probably.
You just re-earned my subscription for this and next month. You addressed it perfectly. Keep growing. Rich, you're great. Spin the UFO. Meditate often. Hey, appreciate it.
I'll spin it again.
All right. Bliss Girl says, big shout out to Ian. Your sacrifice, kindness, and care for Mr. Bokus. I added the Mr.
What happens is the stem cells are cultured and
Is he gaining weight?
the one Nazi I am.
No, but we'll read 2 more here. We'll read a couple more. Dylan Selking says, Tim will never read my super chats.
Zing, got him.
Got him.
Miss Mary says, I'm not a paid bot, Tim. Been a supporter for years. I hope you realize what an insane take this is. This is an insult to your viewers and supporters. Well, I got nothing else to say. I mean, look, Eliza
This can't make anyone happy.
Are you joking?
Right. No, I just that's why it's like I don't care, dude. Look, man, I've been around this for so long. I've said it before. I'll say it again. It ebbs and flows. There are people who will like you, then they'll hate you a year later. They demand that you talk about things. They will support you for standing up for what you believe in, then get mad when you don't believe what they want you to believe. Literally don't care. Miss Mary, like, by all means, if you don't like the content and you're not a supporter anymore, that's just the way things go. And there's nothing I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, gee, well, let me say whatever I have to say so I can earn your $5. Like, dude, if you don't want to.
No, that's not. You don't have to say that. Oh my God. All you have to say is, hey, listen, I greatly appreciate your support, and I understand that sometimes I'm going to have takes that you're agreeing with, and other times I'm going to have takes that you disagree with. And if I did handle this situation poorly from your perspective, I really hate that has happened, but I have to stick by my guns on this because I feel very strongly about this. So while I do have the stand and I can't back down from that, I hope you know that it doesn't mean anything specific about you or any genuine concern out there. No, that's not what he said.
Give me $5. Don't give me $5. That's all I can say. All right. What else do we got? I think there was one more. Jared V says, Jeremy is live and trying to break down what you're saying. What do you have to say about that? You literally said you don't care about Eliza, so what else is there to say? It's a really, really good point. Eliza is an irrelevant figure who's trying to be famous, and y'all are making her famous. She's not in Congress. She doesn't know anybody. I guess she's talked with like Jack Dorsey in the past, but she is just like, it's remarkable to me when Jeremy Hambley goes on his show and says something like, Tim won't address the Jack Murphy stuff. And it's like, interesting. I wonder if anybody who is paying attention to a Chinese balloon carrying potential explosives of the United States is concerned about what some videos some guy produced. So if like you're interested in interpersonal drama and e-girl celebrity stuff, TimCast is not the channel for you. And if that's the case, and then I don't want your money. Like, dude, it's remarkable that people are like, Tim, if you don't address e-girl drama, I'm going to cancel. I'm like, okay, all right, we'll cancel, I guess. I don't know. You know what we're going to do this week? We are going to be
What? Bro, I've got to pull this up right now. I've got to pull this up. He literally covered e-girl drama. It was the Twitch streamer deepfake shit. He's covered e-girl drama plenty of times. Holy shit, dude. Right here.
This is a crazy story.
He just said that if you're interested in e-girl drama, then TimCast is not the place for you. This is on TimCast right here. This is on his channel. Twitch streamer cries after getting caught watching deep fake adult videos while streaming. This is the literal definition of e-girl drama. This is insane. This is insanity. I just can't believe this. That's an e-girl. Millionaire internet streamer's reaction to AI porn of herself. She's a streamer. Tim has completely lost it.
Potentially talking with some members of Congress. And because what I'm concerned about is, will people have enough money to pay their bills? Will fuel prices be too high? Is China preparing for an attack on Taiwan? What I don't care about is, did e-girl lie to get famous?
There's an Abraham Lincoln quote.
I can't keep listening to this. This is just unbelievable. This has gone on too long. This is almost 30 minutes anyway. This is one of the, I don't want to jump the gun and say that like this has destroyed his career or anything like that, because I don't necessarily think that at all, but I do think this can damage him. This is a monumental collapse that is truly astonishing. And the contradictions, the double standards, the lies, the fact that he just misunderstands everything that has happened because of his own ego is phenomenal. So I'm going to dig deeper into this. I'm interested to see what other people have to say. And right now, let me refresh this and see where's the dislikes at.
Canceling the memberships. Like I could.
So 15 up, 13 down. Tim's got a huge following, huge fan base. So wow, this is unbelievable though. So we're going to end it there before we hit the 30-minute mark. I appreciate you guys. Fascinating times, fascinating story. And I guess we'll see how all of this plays out. Man, oh man, out of touch with reality. And as I said in my video previously, he's basically the new mainstream. He's just there to tell you what he wants to tell you. He's not interested in what you have to say. He's not interested in your money. He's not interested in your feedback. He's not interested in anything other than what he wants. And he knows what's best for you. He knows what's best for you. The audience doesn't matter to Tim Pool. He's proven that tonight. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.